Welcome back, City Skylines players and fans, to Capital City. This is Gomer with Gomer Games. Hey, we left off here building this higher, it's not really a medium density, it's more of a high density residential area. It started out as being medium density like this one over here, but it kind of morphed into something a little bit denser, but that's okay. I have it all completed. I did, off camera, I did pull these buildings. I had these centered, but I think they look better. Kind of pulled off to one direction. I guess it would be towards the back. And I think they look better like that. Give you another view right here. I think they just look better. It has the red neon down the side, like these other buildings have the red neon there, so I think it looks better. But all the parking stalls are in. All the grass is detailed. I laid some trees in there. I think we're pretty much done with it. There's really not much more we could probably do. I mean, we could probably put some benches and stuff in. I may go back and do that eventually, but I think it looks good. Did add this pedestrian path over this road here. That was always a plan I couldn't figure out, or I didn't really have a plan to put it here. I didn't know whether I was going to put it here, down here, where I was going to do with it, but I decided to go ahead and put it with this road here because I'm not sure what we're going to do. This road's going to come off at a 90-degree angle down, and then this one's going to go up and over this direction. So I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this road, so I thought this would be the best place for it. So, but anyway, this neighborhood's done. Everything looks pretty sharp on it. Those nice, crisp 90-degree angles with the grass decal there, all those parking stalls and everything in there. I think it looks really good. All right, so what we're going to do, we are going to move on to this little segment right here. I am going to turn down the resolution. Seem to be having a little bit of a game lag today. I'm not really sure whether it's, I'm not sure what's going on with it, but I turn the resolution down, it fixes it. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to finish off this little square right here. And I won't take more than a couple minutes here, 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes just to do it. Because I know exactly what we're going to put in here. So we're going to go ahead and grab the plain road. And I'm thinking, yeah, let's go ahead and put it right here at this note, way over, and then go ahead and connect it. And then I'm gonna, there's a road here, and then there's a road here connecting here. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect these two here. If this was a high traffic area, you might have some problems here. If this was a playable game or a playable city, definitely a playable game, but a playable city, we are going to go ahead and cut them just 2 lanes, and I think I want to clean those crosswalks up. They're kind of messy, but we'll leave those like that for now. And I'm thinking, yeah, we're going to go ahead and turn off zoning here. So we got a nice clean zoning in there. Things nice and neat in there. And then we're going to go ahead and let's see, what can we do here? What can we do here? We need to create, how did we do this? Looks like we brought this over. We need to create a walkway for this entrance here. So let's go ahead and put in a grass to cover that. Yeah, put another one there. And by doubling that up, I can move that over. And then grab this and move that over. And actually, while we're in here, I was having some issues with zooming out on these grass assets. Right here, I was having problems zooming out. The way I fixed that, it appears that I placed one of these singles, and for some reason that did not work. And I always use this first one. So it's the, I guess it's the Woo DK Studio underscore Park underscore Grass 1, and you don't want to use the Grass 2 or the Grass 3. You want to use the 1, or the 4, excuse me. You want to use the 1, the 6, the 8, and the 10, even though the 6 is a little bit of a different texture, but it's the only 3 available, so it's kind of, you gotta kind of use it. It is a little bit of a different texture, but you can't really tell. Like, I used them right here. Can't really tell. Anyway, off the subject a little bit, but I did get that fixed by using this first one here. It fixed those problems we were having with the assets disappearing as we zoomed out. Don't want the tree. Yes, I know I can deselect it, but to me it's just faster to go in and just reselect it. There we go. Okay, so that works. Now I want to put a police station and a fire station in here. So let's get that. We're going to go with a fire station. I want to use one of the smaller ones. So I'm thinking, I don't really like that one. Yeah, I kind of like that one. Although, to be honest, I kind of like this one better. I think we're going to go with this one because I just want it to be, I don't want a real big fire station there. And then we are going to, again, use one of the smaller police stations here. Let's see here. Yeah, it's too big. I think we're going to go with that one. This doesn't really fit the vibe. Not to mention it doesn't really fit. Yeah. So I think we're going to go with this one. Yeah. We're going to go with that one. And then I think we're going to go ahead and updated traffic manager. Cool. Pardon me. Let's see. Come on. We're going to pull this over right into the parking lane. I'll pull this over. Actually, I think I want to move this over to create kind of a drive lane in between the two there. There we go. And then we need some parking here. What do we got here? 5. Go the next one up. Let's see what that looks like. That looks like a winner is what that looks like. Obviously we'll fill all this in with concrete here. Actually, we pulled that police station over a little bit too far. So we need to pull that back just a little bit. Yeah, okay. While we're doing it, we'll go ahead and turn the parking off here, 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 here. Should have been turned off on these already. Okay, so let's just find us a commercial building in here. Nothing real fancy, and then we're going to move on. Thinking just a lower, well, let's do a high density, but it's going to be a low, be more like a medium density building. No, I don't want that. I want something a little bit like that. No, it's still not the vibe I'm going for. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's a little bit of a commercial. It's got doors on both sides. What's this back side look like? Yeah, that's perfect. A little bit of a commercial area there. It's got the sign out front. I don't know if I like that, but I think we'll leave that for now. Yeah, I think we'll leave that for now. No, it's the same thing. It's got signs on the sides. Although, I guess if you were going to advertise, a place to do it, you'd want it on the other side so that people of that park could see it. But anyway, okay, so we got that in there. I'm not going to do much detailing on here. I think we're going to add some curves in right here. Props. Curves are, I think, under lights. Yeah, I don't know why they're under lights. They didn't used to be, but that's where they're at now. So put them in there. How much room we got there? Yeah, we've got quite a bit. There we go. Let's see here. Go ahead and put these large ones in the middle there to get rid of those creases. Basically want to break it up so it doesn't look like a pattern is what you do. It's okay to have a little bit of wonkiness in there or a little bit of unevenness in there, but you don't want it to be a pattern. That whole thing's kind of crooked. I don't know if I should move that or not. I think we will straighten it up just a little bit. Yeah, perfect. So we're going to leave that like that. Maybe we'll grab a couple trees here. There we go. And then one of my new favorite assets, vanilla. New favorite vanilla assets is the apron and the tarmac for the airport's DLC. It came out with the last update here. I absolutely love it. It works as a surface painter, and it's great. It doesn't interfere with anything else. You can have it overlap things. You can have it do. It's great. Instant concrete. You don't have to worry about any of it. Now, obviously, if you have your surface painter and you've been in here messing with it, you do need to go back and change it. People with vanilla wouldn't have to worry about this. But I went in and messed with it, so I have to turn all that back on. But it is actually there. It is there. But I went in there and took out the dirt underneath the trees, or I went in and done something to it, like right there, if you can see that. By doing that, it erases it, even though the concrete's actually still there. There we go, so that's done there. I think we will go ahead and grab another couple curbs here and run a couple down here, just along here, just to kind of break up this concrete. And run it almost to the edge of the building, allowing a little bit of a walkway there. Then I'm thinking, grab another tree. I'm thinking maybe a, yeah, maybe one of these little ones here. Nothing really big or. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Then I'm thinking we need to go ahead and put a couple things in here. Am I spelling that right? Oh, where's it at? Props, is it in parks? Probably not even spelling it correctly. Oh, it's B-O-L-O, okay. Thinking that, and then maybe that, and then sure why they would need fire stations literally across the street, but again, you'd need a fire hydrant just in case. We'll go ahead and put a fire truck. These doors are closed, aren't they? Yeah, so we'll put a truck right there. That's way too big for that area. Alright, so I think that's pretty much all we need. I think that's it for this. I think that real simple area there, I just didn't want to spend too much time on it. Spend a little bit more time on it than what I wanted. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to put a park in here. And, pardon me, and couldn't really decide what to do here, so I'm going to create a mounded park using the keys. And I'm not sure, I've done this before, but it is kind of tricky to do. But I just couldn't really think of anything else to do other than just to come up with some green space with paths, and then put in a baseball diamond. That's really, but I wanted it to be a little bit more creative than that. So I think we're going to create it like maybe there was a small hill here, so they put the keys in and added the stairs and kind of made things pretty cool there. So I'm going to go ahead and create this. We need enough room for a baseball diamond down here, so I'm thinking here down to, say, right here. Here. And this is the tricky part, is getting this to kind of mirror this road. I don't want it to be an exact mirror, but I do want it to kind of simulate it or look the same, even though it doesn't have to be exact. Okay. Now, yeah, these did get all messed up because they're not designed to function without water, so they get turned around and everything. But once you start messing with them and you start raising them, they basically figure out what you're trying to do, and they switch back on their own. So hopefully these will switch. So what we want to do is raise these. As you can see, they all switched because they realized what I was trying to do. Make sure there's a walking path all the way around. And there is. That's in the middle, about where I wanted it, so that actually worked out pretty good. Actually, actually, those, yeah, I think I may actually leave those like that. And then maybe take out, yeah, well, let's get the outlet, let's get the land correct first, and then we'll worry about detailing the, make sure the keys are correct. Alright, so we want to grab this height here, and then pull this over. Alright, grab this height, move this back, get rid of that. So that works. Alright, grab this height up here again, pull this all the way over. Alright, boy, this does take a little bit of time here. There we go. Let's see, grab a little bit more here. I think this is about as good as we're going to get it. Doesn't have to be perfect, because it's not going to be perfect. There we go. Okay. So I'm thinking what I need to do is to grab all those again, set the height to one of them, so that way they're all the same height. Thought maybe that would fix the shoes, but it does not. That's okay. We'll leave that. Oops. So not what I wanted to do. I'm going to get rid of that right there. Okay, so now we have this mound. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these stairs because we don't need this many. So I'm thinking that we'll get rid of this one, this, actually, all these ones on the back. We don't want any of these. Leave these. And then this one here. Yeah, I think that works good. Okay, so now we're going to take the standard, well, the wide sidewalk 2-lane road. thinking make it demoling. Is that a correct term? This wall on this side here. Yeah, that's pretty close. Doesn't have to be exact, but just as long as it's relatively close. Looks like we got some clipping right there. Gotta get that fixed. There we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to connect that road to this intersection here, and we're going to use the 2-lane vanilla overpass. Keep in mind it's not vanilla. Yeah, pretty much did exactly what I wanted it to do. To make some adjustments, but that's okay. We'll be able to do that. First thing I want to do is I do want to get rid of this fence right here. So we're going to go back to the keys and we're going to find this one. I think has the fence. Yeah. Oh no, this one has this one. Yeah, fenceless. So we want to change that. Oh. Okay. Well, that's going to create. Well. Okay, well, we'll have to go over it, which is fine. It's actually what I was planning on doing anyway. So what we'll do, we'll just raise, actually pull this node over, and we'll just raise it up. Just like that. Matter of fact, we may actually be able to drop it down just a little bit. No. Alright. See if we can get this node any closer. We cannot. Make sure there's not. There's a little bit of a bump there, but that's okay. We'll do some decorating around that, so that'll be fine. Problem is, they will walk on this. Yeah, we're just going to leave it like that. Again, if you were playing the game, you'd have a problem here doing this because you would have to connect it on. You'd have to create a node here and make this non-walkable, which is one of these versus one of these. So that way the citizens wouldn't walk. Right now, if you leave it the way it is, they're going to walk through that. They'll walk right through that road. But that's okay. We're just doing this. We're just creating a painted city or created city, so that's fine. We'll just kind of leave it the way it is. Alright, pretty good. I actually like the angle. It's not quite 90 degrees right here, but it's close enough. This is very kind of low speed. It's not really that big of a deal. So what I'm gonna do is, and we'll add the crosswalks back in. I like doing these manually with the intersection marking tool because it makes the crosswalks nice and crisp, cleaner than vanilla ones. This one here I'm going to change. Just change it to that. It's better like that. Yeah. Probably do. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. I think that's going to look better like that. Yeah. I don't know. I may end up taking those lines out of there. Yeah, I may end up taking those lines out of there. Alright. Turn off the parking. I don't know what happened. This parking keeps getting turned on. Again, you can see the difference in the crosswalks. These are nice and straight. There's a little bit of an angle there. You could try to fix that with no controller. But again, you're already going in and trying to fix it, so why just redo them? Actually, that's about as fixed as it can get. They're at 90 degrees. So yeah, just go in and turn them off and fix them. Pardon me, had a cough there, allergies. So we'll go ahead and cover that up, and then put crosswalks back in. Yeah, see, I like that a lot better. Alright, so, I think we're going to fix the crosswalks. Well, I'll go through and fix these crosswalks off camera. I'm not going to go through and fix the crosswalks all the way because that just takes time. It doesn't need to be recorded. Okay, so what I was thinking here is a small apartment building of some sort right here. So I'm thinking we'll bring just a plain vanilla road, or excuse me, a plain road. Put some regular parking in. Um, maybe maybe we'll widen the road. Where's that? There it is. Okay. Turn the guidelines off. Put that at 90 degrees. And zoning has been disabled. Zoning, update here, update here. Okay. So what type of building can we fit in here? Want it to be a residential building, medium density. Let's see here, not low density. We want a high density building, but we want it to be a smaller one. But it's a little bit too tall. These are both too large. Yeah, too tall. It's too large. These are shaped. All these are too tall. Yeah, now we're getting there. Maybe a little bit too tall. I think that's too small, yeah. Okay, so, how are we gonna do this? Take a look. Building's gonna start screaming. That road? Well, heck, we'll leave it like that if it's not gonna have a problem. Maybe move it over a little bit off that walkway. Bring it down just a little bit where it's a reasonable step. And then now we've got parking, so let's go ahead and put some parking in here. And we've got 3. Get out of the way to have a 4. There's not too much. Okay. Just a little bit too far. Or not. See how close this is. Good. It's not actually touching. Nah. Let's see if we can move this over just a little bit. There. Okay. Yeah, and that actually gives that a little bit of a sharper edge, I think. So it's not quite 90 degrees, obviously, but a little bit better. Okay, and then we're off the concrete here, right? I pull this back just a little bit because there's got to be an easement there. At least a couple feet, couple meters. And then are we into the road? Yeah. Okay, we'll fiddle with that. Let's put this parking down. So So I'm thinking, oh, these are flat against the road. Okay. Okay. Uh, and of course, that's a little bit too long. It works there. It's a shorter one. But what about this? We'll do this. What's this look like? Nah, I don't like it. Do not like it. So we'll go back to the right here. So how many spaces we got here? 6. Yeah, we'll do a 6 right, 6 right, 6 left, a 6 left, and then we can do this side. We'll do a 3 left, 3 left, and a 3 right. Didn't switch those two. I think I may have to get a mouse. Button is working. I know, I'm making excuses. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works just fine. This in, even with the flowers there. Pull this in. Make sure these 2 points are even, so therefore the 2 drive lanes would be even. Obviously we'll need to go in and take the parking off. If I was playing the game, I would make the services spawn point for the building back here, because that way we put some dumpsters and stuff, which we do that anyway, but I think that works. And then I don't think we're going to be able to do any of the grass here because of the key walls. Oh, actually, it's not as bad as what I thought. Nope, don't use that one. You gotta use the first one. So it's only the first couple that are messed up. So let's go ahead and use these. All the way down. Probably say we'll leave those. This is very cool because I was not planning on using these. Let's see here, use a 2 here. There. So there won't be any zoning there. In the middle of the intersection. So we'll do size in half. There. And take a couple out here. And then I'm thinking we probably need to add the zoning back for this road here, which I think is just the regular, it's the regular street, just the regular old road, nothing special about it. If I change that, will it take the markings off? So let's see what the grass assets do here. Now obviously we can just use the single here. Oh yeah, those are the ones that were messed up though. Well, we'll see if we can fix them. We'll be using twos here. Put this. I don't know if this is going to work. Wow, it actually did. Okay. Alright. Now, I did deliberately leave a gap there. I'll show you why here in just a second. So then, yeah, we got a node right here. There, that node fixed it. Alright, perfect. Fill that in there. I think we got all the rest of them filled in. Notice there's a little there, a little clipping there. Good deal. So now we go in with decals, and come on, there we go. Parking. And I probably should pull and leave a space there like these other ones, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put that on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and actually put another one there. Yeah. And then grab those two, copy them. There we go. Turn that off, switch over, grab this, pull this over. There we go. Perfect. Now if I had more room here, I would have probably moved this lot over one more square and had a grass strip running this direction, or at least a curb or something. But I think we're going to go ahead and leave it because we're kind of pressed for space. Because after I saw this, I really wanted this set in here. I really wanted this building. I think it just complements. I think it's a nice go-between these buildings, and the bigger ones over here. It's kind of an in-between type of thing. Not to mention it's I think it's the right size for this area too. Like the other ones we picked on were much larger, and I wouldn't have chose it. It's the same style, but I wouldn't have chose it because it was so large. Alright, so, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna continue this rush over Indy. I think. It's this triangle here. Do I don't know. I think I'm gonna hold off on it right now because I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. Or what to do. So I'm doing that right now. Uh, Recycling. A couple dumpsters here. Thinking maybe they would just probably put that wall here. What they would probably do. There, um, in this particular parking lot right here. So doors there and doors there. So I'm thinking, I do a couple here, do 4 there, and we'll do a couple more. I think that's really all they. I can't remember what it is. In the United States, I think it's like 7%, maybe 7% of your parking stalls. If you have 100 parking stalls, you need to have 7 handicap. I think is what it is. I'm not 100% sure, but something of that effect. So I think that works. So I'm thinking. Yeah, I want some lower end bushes through here. I don't want anything too high because it's kind of a safety hazard. I think we're going to go on through and then just delete the ones that we don't want. Yeah, we'll do that. That one. Get rid of that one. That one. That one. Get rid of that one and that one. And that's it. And then I'm thinking actually we would have some decent trees in here. There, I think that looks really nice there. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and while we're doing this, I'm just going to go ahead and put trees in here. Grab a small tree. really sure what to do with this. I would think that they would almost concrete this in. I'm not sure what it would be used for though. There's like a garage door and everything out here. But yeah, I think we're just going to leave that like that. And I don't think we're going to put anything back there at all. Alright, so we got that done. I think I want to go ahead and do the baseball diamond. It's going to be one of the smaller ones. Is this the right locale? Yes. We have this one. We have this one here. Which is quite large. And then I also have, I thought I had one in here somewhere. Yeah, that is cool, huh? I guess that's the same size. Let's go with the new one, because it's the new one. And so I'm thinking, I'm thinking that I do want it facing this other direction here. Aim for the river, aim for the river. Alright, so I'm thinking what we can do. Don't really want to come off this street, but I think we're going to have to. Come down this direction, and then maybe even connect to this road. Yeah, it does this whole thing when you're next to a key. You just grab the two nodes. And then you just move it, use the height button, and then just grab something that's on the ground level and it fixes it. Yeah, that. I was hoping that was going to fix our. Oh, there it goes. Okay, that fixes our. And then we'll add some parking in here. So So we'll go back and we'll go to, it's the 60-degree. Oh, I did not even plan that. Wow, that is nice and perfect. Now I've got to turn it 180 degrees, but that's fine. That is nice and perfect. So what we'll do, we'll grab this one, pull it down, merge the two lights together. Then we're going to grab both of them, rotate them 180 degrees. Move them forward just slightly. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room here. Slightly. And I know we're at an hour and 7 minutes. We'll be done here very shortly. Then I'm going to add then we'll go back and add, or excuse me, go back and grab these two. And then just pull them forward. There we go. All right. So that's a pretty good start. I think we'll finish up. I think what we're going to do, part 2 of this, we're just going to finish up this park. So I'll hold up on doing anything off camera, and I'll just we'll just finish it up on camera. Having suggestions, comments, feel free to leave those. Hit that like button; that helps me out a lot. Gets the channel recognized. It does the algorithm, so hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for upcoming videos. I've got a new project that I am putting the final touches on. It's something that you haven't seen before, I'm pretty sure. I've looked into the archives of YouTube, and I haven't seen anybody do this with City Skylines, so I'm going to be starting it probably in the next, probably be making announcements in the next few weeks here. I'm going to finish up this city, but honestly, I think I'm about done with this one, and I'm time to move on to something else. With CS2 coming out, I kind of hesitated whether I wanted to start this new project because it's a big one, but I think that's gonna be a while, so we'll go ahead and get this started. And that doesn't mean that we couldn't continue to work on this while we're playing with City Skylines 2. So, but hit that like button, that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for your time.